hear me. So welcome from the EBRD. I'm Salama Gulbahar. I won't say the last bit because it gets long. And I work at the EBRD. I'm based in London. And I work in the group called the Small Medium Enterprise Finance and Development. Huda will explain a little bit more about what we do, but what I'm going to do is just tell you what we're going to be doing today. So over the next 35 minutes or so, we are just going to kickstart a discussion and invite you to come and win a license to the UNDP program that will give you access to all sorts of skills. As most of us know, the biggest investment you ever make is in yourself. So, you know, well done to each and every one of you who are on the call today. You're here because you're interested in investing in yourself. And the program will give you an opportunity to access all sorts of really exciting skills, which Samar will explain a little about. So just to reiterate, we're not looking to open a discussion here. What we're looking to do is really introduce you to the program, to introduce you to the EBRD, and really give you the opportunity. If you have questions, please post the questions on the Know-How Academy. The link is in the chat, and we've just opened a discussion for you. Our teams will be moderating and responding to your questions. If you have a question specifically about registering to the UNDP's program for skills, there's an email address in there as well. The registration, Alex will explain towards the end. So I'm opening the discussion. I will hand over the baton to Huda, our Associate Director for the region, Middle East and North Africa, we call SEMED, who's going to give you a quick intro. Samar will really just give you an overview of the subject matter. Shadi will explain the UNDP program. And then Alex will come on and explain to you how to win your license, which is probably the most exciting bit for you. And you only have to wait about 30 minutes for that. So yeah, welcome. We're really, really excited to see you. Handing over to Huda.
Thank you, Salama, so much. And we're appreciate everybody being here. We're excited to have this partnership with the UNDP, especially as Salama said, I think it's great to be able to help entrepreneurs develop themselves and expand their knowledge. So we're excited to be part of this initiative. I will just give a very brief overview of the EBRD and what we do within SME FND within EBRD. So the EBRD is a development bank established in 1991 at the end of the Cold War to help what used to be the former Soviet Union transition to market economies. So we have a strong focus on transitioning to open markets, becoming more focused on the private sector and promoting entrepreneurship and a strong competitive private sector. So the EBRD is owned by its member shareholders. So it's owned by 73 countries from 5 continents, as well as the European Union and the European Investment Bank. So these are our shareholders. There's a sub-segment in which are the countries of operation, which are obviously shareholders, but are the countries where we work. And so we first started in the Eastern Europe and we expanded, and SEMED, South and Eastern Mediterranean region, became the countries became member countries and countries of operation. So Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia, and Jordan became member countries in 2012, and then Lebanon and Palestine joined in 2017. So these are the countries we work in SEMED. So EBRD, as I said, it's a development bank. So our core activity is financing. It's at the heart of what we do. But obviously, we also provide business advisory and promote trade finance and support countries in their reform implementations. For us, the private sector is obviously the core focus for us. And within the private sector, SMEs are an important pillar of any economy. They tend to usually make up 99% of businesses in most of the countries we work in. So obviously for us, it's an important segment. So within EBRD, we are part of the SME Finance and Development Unit, which tries to provide the tools for companies and economies to prosper, for SMEs to prosper and grow. So that includes both financing and advisory and policy reforms. So on the financing, the way we do it mostly is we work a lot with partner financial institutions. So we try to on-lend to these partner financial institutions. We give them um, advisory in terms of how to work with certain segments, like for example, women-led enterprises or youth-led enterprises. And we also try to combine that with advisory to the SMEs that we are working with. So this program is called Women in Business. We have it in many of our countries and summit. It exists in Morocco, Palestine, Jordan, and Egypt. So this is how we combine finance and advisory. And we also work a lot on advisory services. So we want to make sure that companies, SMEs, and startups have the technical expertise that they need to grow and prosper. So we do that in different ways. For startups, we have a program called Star Venture. I hope some of you are startups, high potential startups that are part of this program. So in every country, almost in every year, we select a small number of companies, startups that we support for a year and a half intensively with technical assistance. So we try to start with a diagnostic to understand what do they need, and then we provide it to them over a year and a half. We also work a lot with accelerators and the ecosystem for startups. For SMEs, we also can do advisory for them. The smaller ones, we tend to work with a local consultant who can help them on any expertise that they need. So they could need somebody to help them look at their energy efficiency, or someone to help them look at their human resources, their organization structure, um, their governance. So we're happy to support them with local expertise. And then as the companies become larger, we can help them also with international experts through our international advisory program. So here we would help them select experts that can work with them over a year or year and a half on really very technical things that they could need, right? So we can help them have somebody look at their factory to improve its processes and enhance the way they work. So we try to work across all the spectrum of SMEs, from the startups, the small ones, the medium ones, and the larger ones. But for us, the most important thing is to make sure that we can help them access the know-how they need. We work a lot with our lots of stakeholders, but our donors are an important part of the stakeholders and our partners. So in many of our countries, we work with donors in terms of depending on the need of the country. In Lebanon, we work with the EU on a lot of programs related to innovation and resource efficiency. We also work with the EU and other countries in Egypt on the women in business, and in with also in Morocco on the women business. So and so we try to support all the spectrum with the different donors that we work with, which we greatly appreciate their support. So this is an overview of EBRD and SME and what we do. And if you have any questions, as Salima mentioned, please post them in the discussion page on the Know-How Academy, and our teams will certainly get back to you. So with that, I thank you. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the discussion and benefit from the Coursera courses that are coming your way. So I will turn the floor now to our colleagues from the UNDP.
Hello, everyone. Very nice to meet you. Sabah al-khair, Sabah al-noor, bonjour. My name is Samad Fadah, and I'm a senior skills transformation consultant based out of Coursera. I'm based in London, but come from the region. I wanted to take just a few minutes to share with you some ideas and thoughts and research that we have conducted around what we should be focusing on when it comes to learning and upskilling ourselves. As we all know, there's been a lot of discussions and around generative AI. And so I think it's important for everyone to know in this new, very changing world, how do we separate what we really should be focusing on? What are the skills that we really need these days versus what is just, talk and hype? First of all, I just wanted to share some of this research. I'm sure you remember for many, many years, we have all been talking about how a lot of work is going to become more automated. A lot of jobs are going to disappear. But there was always a focus on those jobs for people that don't have formal education or that didn't finish high school. And you'll see those on the right in the red and the yellow. So previously, those were the people that were most vulnerable to losing their jobs or their jobs transforming very, very significantly. But because of generative AI, this whole landscape has changed very, very significantly. Now, even the most educated people are vulnerable to some changes in their job roles. And let me share with you that from a different perspective. So this is some research that was conducted. You'll see some of the sources down at the bottom in 2006 at the risk of automation. And so you'll see the ones at the top are the ones without formal education. And fast forward 7 years, and that has changed very significantly. So anyone that's gone to university or even has higher degrees are just as likely to be exposed to transformation in their job roles. And that applies just as well in the Middle East and North Africa region, not necessarily to the same extent as we see in more established markets like in the US and Europe, but it is still quite a significant change. And what that means is we all need to be thinking quite seriously about the importance of upskilling ourselves to stay relevant, to invest in the right skills that are needed for us to be able to cope and adjust to these changes. At Coursera, which is a large global online learning platform where we serve about 140 million learners, we do a lot of research around what are these skills that everyone should be investing in, because we work with companies across the world, we work with governments, and we work with universities. So we get a lot of data on what is trending and what is happening. So this is an annual report that we put out where we track the skills that are trending. And I just wanted to share with you some of the insights from this report. What we see is that the fastest growing skills are digital skills. And what we mean by digital is anything related to business, technology, or data. And so the top 3 skills here are software development, data visualization, and customer success. And this is for 2023. And the fastest growing digital skills are also changing the most significantly. And what this means is that the technical skills that we now require change quite quickly. As you can imagine, with technology and data changing very, very fast, a lot of these skills become outdated really quickly. So we really need to always stay on top and always continue learning. Whereas human skills, what we know as soft skills, don't change as much and don't change as quickly, but they are just as important to be investing in. Another recent trend that we've noticed is that there's a focus on building technical skills as well as things like project management. So really combining those technical and those business and soft skills to be able to be effective in our work. Next, skills like data visualization and analysis are growing and complement traditional skills like people management and storytelling. So storytelling was one of the most popular soft skills that we noticed this year, but it's this combination of the technical and the human that we find to be very, very powerful. Obviously, we also cannot underestimate the importance of management skills, especially for people in those roles, such as yourselves as entrepreneurs. And then communication. Communication is part of all the softer skills, but in a much more remote work where we are doing a lot more work online as we are in the webinar today, the ability to communicate and engage with different people online is really important. Now, just to emphasize even a little bit more deeply around those human skills and what real implications they have for people, I wanted to share with you a few things. Those soft skills, and these are just kind of a list of all the soft skills that a lot of kind of companies like McKinsey and the OECD have done research on. With the skills that you see on the slide here now are the ones that are least likely to be automated, which means it is so crucial for us to be investing in those skills because these are the ones that will remain with us regardless of what job roles we are doing. The next ones are the highest predictors of higher income. So if we want to be successful in our work, we need to be thinking about how do we build our self-confidence? How are we more organizationally aware? How do we structure our work so that we can manage more effectively? And then finally, the top predictors of job satisfaction are the ability to be flexible and adaptable, to be self-confident once again, and to be self-motivated and to care about ourselves. And part of that is investing in our learning, as we're discussing today. So where does Coursera come in? Just very quickly, we're an online learning platform, and what you'll see here is that the vast majority of people come to our platform to invest in their careers, about 85%. Whether it's about getting a job, whether it's about growing their business, whether it's about increasing their salary, being more successful, this is exactly what people come to do. And overall, what we find is that from the research that we've done with about 55,000 learners, they are able to achieve these outcomes, whether it's those practical and tangible outcomes of getting that job they wanted or being able to grow their business because they've been, they've had the better skills to do that, or it's just feeling better about themselves, pursuing additional career steps in the future, feeling more knowledgeable. All of that builds self-confidence, which, as we know, has implications on their success in the workplace. So just wanted to share this quick overview. The presentation will be accessible for you afterwards, but I'll now pass on to Shadi to continue the conversation. Thank you.
I'm just going to say thank you for that wonderful presentation. I've just learned that all my empathy is going to come into use. It's not just the hard skills. So what I understood was that there's a lot of soft skills as well that we should be investing in, both for ourselves and our employees. Thank you so much, Samira. I was quite impressed in such a short time how much I was able to gain. Shadi, so Shadi's going to explain to us about the actual Future Skills for All program, and this is the partnership that we're stepping into at the EBRD. And so, yeah, handing over to Shadi.
Thank you, Salema, and thank you so much for this presentation and giving me like the perfect segue to come in and explain the importance of our initiative. So the Future Skills for All initiative, it's a joint endeavor between UNDP and Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Knowledge Foundation. And for those of you who don't know, UNDP is the main development arm of the United Nations, and we work in 170 countries and territories globally to eradicate poverty while protecting the planet. So we work with governments and the private sector to develop policies and skills and partnerships that would serve this purpose. Now, the Future Skills for All initiative is essentially an upskilling and reskilling initiative that was born out of two major trends in the global economic and labor market. So the first is globally, and as Samar was saying, we are seeing a shift beyond traditional learning and more traditional degrees or education and to a more skills-based economy. And then in the region specifically, so when we come and discuss the Arab States region or the MENA region as a whole, one of the major issues that we are facing is this skills gap between what not just employees or students or graduates have, but also entrepreneurs and business owners have, and what the market currently demands. So this initiative was born out of this idea, and it's like kind of attempt to bridge this gap specifically in our region. And the initiative is delivered, of course, in partnership with Coursera. So what we've done is we have partnered with Coursera to create these online learning programs that are specific to certain skills that are in demand, not just right now in the labor market, but that will also be in demand in the future. So here there are kind of two components to our initiative, and it comes from the initiative's name. The first is future. So we're looking for skills that will be in demand in the future, not anything obsolete, because we do need to continue in this lifelong learning and to move beyond traditional learning. And the second component is, of course, in line with our purpose and mission at UNDP, is for all. So the initiative is open for all individuals in the Arab States region, and we do have like a mix of employees, of entrepreneurs, of students, and graduates. But as much as we discuss the importance of skills for everyone, I think when we come and talk about entrepreneurs specifically, it becomes even more focused and even more important, because you're not looking in any way to impress a recruiter or an employer with a degree or with some sort of level of education. But really, skills is all you need and all you have to drive innovation, business growth, or whatever your purpose is. So very briefly, the programs that we have designed amount to 59 different learning programs, and these are divided into three main skills categories. So first, we have transferable skills, and these are basically online programs that target foundational skills like digital, soft, and other human skills. We do have an entrepreneurship path track, which consists of 4 different learning programs that target entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs specifically. And then we have more general entrepreneurial skills, and then we have more focused on social enterprises and technology business ventures. And finally, we do have a technical track, and this is composed of the 48 most in-demand skills right now in the labor market. And these 48 programs are designed to provide you with the technical skills to succeed in a certain domain, job role, any business venture that you would like to launch. Now, aside from the program and the offering, I'm just going to discuss really briefly the key features and what makes this program different from other online learning platforms that you see. So our programs currently consist of courses that are offered by top-tier institutions and universities on Coursera. So think Meta, think IBM, think Google, think top universities like University of Pennsylvania, University of Caltech, and so on. And the 4 main features that I'm going to highlight right now are, first, it's completely free of charge. So we're giving you this kind of opportunity to upskill in a certain domain that you would like to specialize in, completely free of charge. Second, it's self-paced and completely online. So it's designed for those of you who are busy throughout the day or working 15 hours a day or want to learn at any time throughout the day. This is kind of the program for you. Third, I already mentioned this, it's completely future focused and market driven. So the programs that we've designed, what we did is we listened to the market, what is in demand right now, and we're offering you the chance to gain some of these skills. And 4 is that while it is still self-paced and completely online, we will still be constantly in touch with you. So you receive reminders from us, you'll have the opportunity to give us your feedback, Q&A sessions, live meetings with our team, so you can really get the best experience that you need. And finally, before I head it back to the EBRD team, I'm just going to highlight some of the skills that the entrepreneurs on our platform right now are demanding. So we currently have around 539 entrepreneurs on our platform, which is about 12% of our total learning cohort. And these are the top programs, or generally the top skills that they are demanding right now on the platform. So as you can see, and that is very much in line with what Samar was displaying earlier on the screen, is that our top skills are AI and machine learning, and then we move to more general entrepreneurial skills. And then, as you can see, the trend is still kind of the same. We do have entrepreneurs demanding more data and digital centric programs. We do have entrepreneurs who want to launch social enterprises or green businesses that are going for more sustainability and social entrepreneurship. And finally, we do have marketing and business analysis and demand, and project management, of course, which kind of ties the whole skill set or entrepreneurial skill set together. So that's basically our initiative in a nutshell. I'm gonna hand over to Alex from EBRD to explain to you how to get the most out of this opportunity and what you need to do to actually access this initiative.
Thank you, Shadi. Yes, my only question in my head is, where do I sign? It's like, okay, I can't see any negatives here. So yeah, for all those you waiting, I feel like there should be a drum roll. Alex is going to explain to you, how do you sign on? How can you access all these wonderful, this wonderful program? It's a gift you're being offered. And just to say, on top of this gift, the EBRD are here in your countries should you require additional support after you've done your learning, and if there's any areas in which you feel your business needs some support. We are here also in terms of, as Huda explained, in terms of the advisory support, in terms of our different programs. We have youth-specific, women-specific programs as well. So Alex, boom, en français aussi, j'espère.
Thank you, Salema. So yes, so now for the big question of the day. So how do you win access to the Coursera licenses in order to upskill yourself and grow your business? So the first step is to complete the module of your choice on the Know-How Academy, the page which we've shared on the chat. So before the 15th of July. And once you've completed that module, you will be able to download a certificate of completion, which you should upload when signing up through the Future Skills for All registration link. So the sign up link is now available on the Know-How Academy page, and Federico, I saw, just shared it on the chat also for easy access. So bear in mind that there are a limited number of licenses available, so don't miss this chance. The first 100 participants to complete their registration will get access to the licenses. And for any questions, please feel free to share them on the chat, on the Know-How Academy discussion, or by email to the knowledge project at UNDP.org, which is at the very top of the discussion and which we can reshare. Shadi reshared in the chat also. And so in French, en français maintenant pour les francophones. Donc, comment gagner accéder et gagner une licence Coursera pour gagner en compétences. Donc, la première étape est de compléter un module de votre choix sur le Know-How Academy avant le 15 juillet. Une fois que vous aurez complété ce module, vous pourrez télécharger un certificat de complétion que vous pouvez ajouter lorsque vous inscrivez à travers le lien du Future Skills for All qui est sur le chat. Donc ce lien est sur le chat et aussi sur la page du Know-How Academy. Et apologies, the electricity, yes, the electricity cut in Lebanon, so I'm back. So on this note, donc pour revenir à ce que je disais, donc il y a un nombre limité de places et d'opportunités de gagner ces licences Coursera, donc seulement une centaine de licences disponibles. Et donc, ne ratez pas cette chance. Complétez votre inscription avant le 15 juillet.
Voilà, merci Alex. On a une discussion juste pour aujourd'hui. Si vous avez des questions par rapport, on a posé la question sur le site, the Know-How Academy. So if you have any questions, s'il vous plaît, allez-y, posez la question. Notre équipe va répondre aux questions. I don't have much else. I can see we will be so we recorded this session. We will upload the video so at the moment it's been streamed live on the Know How. We'll upload the video with subtitles, le sous-titre en français, en arabe aussi, so that you can look over it again. We're just putting the link in for the registration, so bear with us about 3 minutes. We will post also the link for, we'll email you also the link for all the participants here, so you will have it. So don't worry if you can't see the link right now at this very moment. What you should be doing right now at this very moment is choosing the module that you want to complete on the Know How. It takes about 30 minutes, not very long. And at the end of the module, you'll see lots of additional tools. So it's very entry level. Choose the topic you want to work on. Spend your 30 minutes, get your certificate ready for when the link is posted. Yeah, and please do pose any question. On est là, on est sur le site si vous avez des questions. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, everybody, for participating. Thank you to Sama. Thank you, Huda. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Shadi, and everyone else for making the time. If people could put their video on just for 1 minute, we would love to take a picture of you all, because it would be our pleasure. Consider this a gift. If you're in your pajamas, we really don't mind. We don't discriminate. Actually, it's really fashionable here in London at the moment to be in your pajamas, even when you go out. So yeah, 1 minute. Can you put your cameras on for us, just for 1 minute, so we can capture you all on the video? Everybody, voilà, voilà, voilà. La vidéo, s'il te plaît, juste pas 2 minutes. 2 minutes, on va prendre une photo de tout le monde. Merci pour votre participation. Yeah, 1 minute vidéo, s'il te plaît, s'il vous plaît. Tout le monde, allumez la caméra. Ouais. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds more to put your camera on and be captured forever with us. Oh, a few more people, cameras. Allumez la caméra, s'il te plaît. S'il vous plaît. La caméra. A couple more.
Did they get a higher chance of winning the Coursera licenses if they put their cameras on?
If they put their cameras on, we will be seeing their faces when we're signing them up in our heads. We'll literally look at all the images and we'll tick you off. It was like, this one looks like they deserve to be definitely through. Thank you very much. Is that okay, Shadi? Do you reckon we've got enough images to catch a little picture for? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna get my one out as well. Okay, I think I'm looking my best now. You can go. It's not going to get any better than this. Okay, thank you. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. À bientôt. And good luck with your learning. Just think, you're investing in you. Best investment you'll ever make in your lives. And let us know if you've got any questions on the topic we posed on the. We don't care in which language, Arabic, French, any language. We're happy to respond to your questions. And so we look forward to seeing you. I'm just going to check if you've got any questions on the chat at the moment. Great, merci. Bonne journée. See you à bientôt. Hein?
Bye bye.
Bon courage.
Bonne journée, à bientôt.
À bientôt.
Yeah.
Let me hang up.
Thank you, everyone. Merci.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Merci à vous.
Marwa. Au revoir.